than the top seed for this tournament. It just shows how great their body of work is before this.
So Tina Pisnik will get us started serving to Vivian David. Let's play pickleball. Let's start out with an ATP. Let's just crank this thing.
That's right. And Vivian David and Pickleball have played a lot of mixed together, and they've probably drilled 2,000 hours heads up in this particular matchup. So the game within the game between these two is huge.
Yes, 3 players in the Austin area. Tina Pisnik is the lone Floridian here. Oh, hello.
So the urn, it's like a half Ernie, and then he just hangs out and has the wingspan to slap it right into the thigh of Viv David.
Waiting for the 6 o'clock bus will be here in 3 minutes. Just why not?
Yeah, and expect huge drives from Deckel to win the point and to also hit the back video board. It is a very high risk, high reward shot. And in their previous match against Lucy Kovalova and Matt Wright, there was some serve legality issues. They challenged it a couple times. Mixed results on the challenge, but we'll have to monitor the big man serve.
For sure. Oh my goodness, and Viv gets the Ernie on the ground. This is awesome.
What a start, I love it. And who doesn't love it when Viv does something great? Oh. The fans just cheer a little bit more for Viv, as she's just one of the sweethearts on tour and a tough competitor as well.
Yes, she's smiling, but don't think for a second she doesn't want to win this desperately. These two would love to put a gold medal around their necks on Sunday. Gigantic two-handed backhand finish.
Yeah, what an angle, what power, and what a setup from her partner, Thomas Wilson, one of the most electrifying forehands in the game.
3-0-1.
Viv David is on absolute fire.
The finishing shot was reasonable. The one before that, how did she dig it from that such a low position?
Just shake, bake, and get out of here.
Unreal combinations to start this match, and nice action shot. Great job from the truck there. And a return to Viv David, which I think was definitely the play. I know she missed it wide, but either way, that's where you have to go right now. Maybe go back to Thomas later, but maybe not.
Oh. Well, if you go back to Thomas, rip it off the tape.
Yeah. What a timeout. They needed that.
Desperately.
Game 1 was getting out of hand early. And there's just, there's a little wrap on the wrist, and I'm not sure that was the reason for that, but when you hit it as hard as Thomas, sometimes the arm barks a little bit. Yeah, just kind of slightly lost her balance on that lunge that forced the pop-up, and Viv David going at the right hip of Deckel Bar, and that's a good spot to go.
That's the one that Thomas wants to add to his arsenal more consistently, and that one well wide.
Yeah, well wide, but Deckel squeezes that middle, as I mentioned so much, so I think he should stick with that and maybe try a couple more throughout this match.
That is a big dude.
Yeah, he really is. He just makes a read, and he just had his first step is very explosive for his size. So just a really good athlete, Pickleball.
It's great to see him fully healthy. He's definitely fought some lower body injuries, and that has definitely hampered him. So this is legit Deckel right here.
Yeah, and it actually ended his tennis career early, some of the injuries. So healthy Deckel is a dangerous Deckel.
Second serve.
Yeah, nice little carve volley back behind. Thomas looking to be very aggressive in the middle, and Tina Pisnik finding a nice spot on the backside of his body.
Wow, did I love that return for so many reasons.
Well, because it was pretty. The carved
start
back
with that.
The technique.
Let's just end there.
Yeah, the technique, flawless.
And there's what we just love to call the Wilson.
And he returned from the right side of the court and earned it on the left side.
You shouldn't be able to do that, Adam.
Fleet of foot, Mr. Wilson.
Vivian David is rocking and rolling here in Minnesota.
I mean, like just not holding back an inkling, any bit whatsoever. It could be off of a poach, or it could be when all four players get to the kitchen. She is starting fires and she's putting them out.
Point.
That was weird. They just didn't have their position figured out there, and then air mailed. I don't know if he was switching. That was a mess. That sails deep, and I think that is a formation that Deckel and Tina are not going to want to stay in.
Yeah, and I mean, I get the idea with such hot drives from their opponents, but I think they do need to avoid that as well. And Deckel has played right, and Tina does like a left side play in women's doubles, but I agree with you, Dave. Got to try to find that traditional lineup.
Good night.
It's just a great jam up, and you know, they fought off a couple. You know, last ball overhead high to Thomas Wilson is not a recipe for success.
They're going to stick with this, our bar and Pisnik.
Left foot.
Yeah, now they're out of sorts. So this is sometimes these mixed doubles matches, a team gets on odd and they get stubborn, they won't change out of it. Now finally, but it took a bunch. Now Deckel will go scrambling across there.
Second serve.
That's a good lead from Deckel as he was moving across the court.
9-3-2. Point.
Just contact, court positioning on the contact of the first volley is well behind the kitchen line from Pisnik, and against this team, you just can't get away with that.
10-3-2. Side out.
Oh, miss serve and a smile. Shocker.
3-10-1.
Shocker. Unbelievable from Vivian.
It was, and it was great patience from Tina to work her way back forward, but she got there and Viv just did her thing.
Point.
Man, great dig.
Jeez.
Right from the right foot for Pisnik. And just kind of swings the body out of the way on the last ball. That was a great combination from her.
Uh-oh.
That was lefty from Dekel.
Yeah.
And yeah, full overhead from Viv.
5-10-2.
And one of the things that's tough here with that Dekel big drive, big third shot, big serve, big third shot drive is Pisnik isn't much of a poacher, so they're not getting as much reward for the risk.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how Viv and Thomas were everywhere, but they were.
Do you think being comfortable with your partner does?
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me on the phone like face it. None of y'all can stop me saying with me like face it. Shut it down, you know I'm the one doing face it. None of y'all can stop me saying with me like face it. Face it. Face it.
Of game one for Viv and Thomas was just too much.
Point.
It is the year of the light.
1-0-2.
That's really pretty from Tina Pisnik.
Yes, and she does have that in the arsenal. Really puts that ball up the line, back behind her opponents well, and she's going to need more of that to keep the crazy man Thomas Wilson out of the middle. Yeah, that's nice. That big right paw swoops in there and catches Thomas Wilson off guard at the right shoulder. Really good offense from Dekel Bar.
1-1-1.
That is unbelievable. The one was going to land in the crowd, and he swung at it. Oh, man. I don't care. We know there's something going on. Man, that guy can swing.
1-1-2.
I mean, that was destroyed.
Destroy.
Just, why not again?
Yeah, and point of emphasis to start game two, Dekel has been dropping.
Yeah.
So they're looking to get forward and trying to
1-1-1.
stop the early point chaos.
Point.
Tina caught Thomas. Now Viv returns the favor.
Yeah, up the line, and Dekel kind of defending that shot with a half Ernie, and that is, the timing just has to be impeccable when you go for that.
I mean, she is just a dynamo.
I mean, she took the second hand off. After Tina Pisnik neutralized the shot, she rolled it at Dekel and then finished back cross court with two hands. I know that was an elaborate description, but it was just so good.
And just jumping on that, and Thomas is like, hey, I kind of got a two-handed backhand roll. It wasn't great, but it's a start.
Yes, I will agree.
4-1-1.
Oh my goodness, Viv just let him run out of the way.
Yeah, and drop shotting Thomas Wilson is not the play. And I think that had something to do with just wanting to get all 4 players at the kitchen. But, I mean, even when they do get all 4 up, the one seeds are just playing like the one seeds.
Point.
And a little frustration there. And when you make a tee with your paddle, you're both frustrated.
6-1-1. Point.
That's a great shot, inside out forehand from Thomas Wilson.
Good look at referee Mark right there, and very authoritative. Love when he's on the call.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, that one sailing long. And on that previous point, if they're going to have Pisnik on the left, she has to know that she has the big man on the right, and she can't get beat back behind her on that cross-court dink from Thomas.
Point.
They are just a mess. They can't get their positioning right. They're on an odd again, and it is running away from them quickly here in game 2.
And we've had a wide variety of matches on this Friday tape, all different kinds.
Point.
And if you try to unwind the stack, it's not working either. You've run out of ideas. It's 9-1. It's 2 points from just a blowout.
Point. Match point.
It's a look she has to go for. Just got to come up with it. It's a ball that must be sped up.
Oh man, the walk-off potential of that was enormous, but she missed it.
I thought it might have been a glancing blow off of Deckel, but clearly did not hit him.
1-10-1. No football. Your back foot hit on the way through. Point.
The old drag.
And when you hear that voice, you're like, okay, Mark, I believe you.
1.
I mean, dead sprint and gets the high five from Vivian. I mean, he dropped it and just took off. Watch this. This is unbelievable.
That's where I say he went for it. He went for it, and he found the Burt.
Oh, rock you like a hurricane. Deckel bar with the scorpion, and then finishes it with the backhand. And he's like, "Where has this been all this match?"
It was great hands. Those hands were on full display in the previous round, and he's going to need more of that very quickly.
Second serve.
How great a return is that to make him have to hit it to it?
I mean, anytime you can make Deckel fully extend his arms, you have done a good job.
Point.
Went with the third, fifth, both the drive combinations, and one of the few times that playing big from the back of the court has paid off for them.
Right out.
Actually, you know, I'm not a huge fan of cross-court attacks, but he actually jammed up Thomas a little bit, and he still hit a winner.
That was not clean at all. Second chance to go to Sunday.
Point game match.
And that is exactly where the top seed will go. Blistering forehands from Thomas Wilson and an MVP-like performance for Vivian David. Welcome back, everybody. A dominant performance from Vivian David and Thomas Wilson. They take out Pisnik and Barr, and very symmetrical 11-5, 11-5 fashion. And they're kind enough to take a minute. They're so popular, everyone wants to talk to them after they win. So here they are. They're in position. Thomas, I will start with you. What an impressive performance. I called Viv the MVP of this match by a long shot. What is it like to play next to somebody like her who is just so good?
It's incredible. I mean, I just have to hit a pretty good drive, and then I just get to sit there in a lounge chair and watch Viv take over. So I made her sign a 3-year exclusive contract with me for the rest of my pickleball career. So hopefully we can keep doing this. No, it's amazing playing with Viv. I mean, she's like a sister to me, to my wife. So we have a blast out here, as you can tell. So it makes days like Christmas morning for us.
Amen.
Hey, Viv, nice playing out there.
Thank you.
I know you have a lot of comfort and familiarity on the same side of the court and drilling and practicing with Pickleball. Does that have anything to do with some of your strategy or some of your comfort or kind of knowing what each other are going to do?
I mean, definitely. I think it goes both ways. He knows my weaknesses. Maybe I know where he likes to speed up and stuff. But I think, honestly, we still drill to this day, and he's an awesome drilling partner. I think if I can just handle his speed ups, I feel like I can handle a lot of people because he hits the crap out of the ball. But I mean, honestly, Tina and Deckel are great competitors. Always so fun to play them. I think big thing is his serve. His serve is huge, so we just kind of try to handle that and then just close our eyes and hope for the best.
and has Thomas ever asked you for two-handed backhand lessons?
Wow. Yes.
I actually don't think he has.
Oh, that's a lie.
I'm just kidding.
When we drill, I'm like, how do you do that again? That looks pretty nice. So, yes, it's a work in progress. Thank you, Adam.
So, Thomas, coming into this event, you guys are the top seed, and the top seed can come with a lot of pressure. Did this feel different coming here to Minnesota with that one next to your name?
I mean, a little bit, but not necessarily, because we talked about it. I mean, you see all these teams out here. Anybody can beat anybody pretty much. We've been fortunate to be consistent the start of this year, but, I mean, these teams are amazing. So we're fortunate every match we win, every tournament we do well. We do not take it for granted at all. So, yes, number one by our name because we've had some consistency, but we don't take any team lightly. So.
Well, you guys put on quite a show today, and you're going to play for a title on Sunday. Congratulations, Thomas Wilson and Vivian David.